Hello, friends. Welcome to This Day in Jack Benny. I'm John Henderson. This episode is from November 9th, 1947. Previously on the Jack Benny program.
Look, there's Norman Krasna over there.
Norman Krasna?
Yeah, he's the fellow that loved that joke I told last year. You know, the one about like a moose needs a hat rack. Oh, he was crazy about it.
He was?
Yeah, watch this. Hey, Norman, like a moose needs a hat rack. You see? Every time I mention it, he goes crazy. I never saw anything like it. Pour! Wow, look at that ball go!
Yeah, right in the woods. What a slice.
Oh. Well, come on, Rochester. Let's look for it.
Oh, Jack, you'll never find us.
I'll find it. Don't worry. I'll join you on the fairway. See you in a minute.
In this episode, Phil talks about his other show. The previous season, Phil and his wife Alice Faye became the new hosts of a musical variety program called the Fitch Bandwagon.
Gee, I can't wait for Phil to come down. I'm so anxious to see what he got me for our anniversary. It was 7 years ago today that I married Phil.
Look, Mommy, he hasn't forgotten. He's carrying a big bundle. Hello, Daddy.
Oh, hello, kids.
Hello, Phil.
Hiya, honey.
Phil, is that big bundle for me?
This? Oh, yeah, it's for you.
Oh, you're wonderful. I knew you wouldn't forget. I'll take it, darling, and thank you so much. Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. This is the first time she ever kissed me for bringing down my laundry.
Dennis also had his own spin-off show, sponsored by Colgate, called A Day in the Life of Dennis Day.
Dennis, it's just marvelous. Another job in your spare time.
Yeah.
But do you know anything about insurance?
Oh, I've been studying it for weeks. Believe me, I've been using my brain.
Well, why didn't you tell me about it before?
Oh, I didn't want to worry you.
Oh, I see.
Gosh, I sure hope I can make a success of this. If I do, I'll feel free to speak to your mother.
Why, darling, you mean about me?
About anything, I'll just feel free to speak to her.
George Jessel was a comedian.
As I stood in the offing and listening to your glowing and gracious words of introduction, a warm feeling swept over me, a feeling that seemed to say to me that surely behind this fine and generous tribute, there must be lurking a few dollars for me.
Dick Tracy was a detective comic strip for young people with exaggerated drawings of exaggerated characters like Flat Top and Mumbles, and it was being adapted into low-budget movies.
I'm Tracy, remember me? I found your corridor door open, so I walked right in.
Westerns were also becoming more and more popular.
Get along, little doggy, get along, get along, get along, little doggy, get along.
One of the most famous cowboy actors was Roy Rogers. He and his horse Trigger could be seen on the big screen in On the Old Spanish Trail.
Well, Trigger, looks like somebody's lost something.
Several years earlier, Jack Benny himself had made a Western comedy picture called Buck Benny Rides Again.
Hey, Buck! Hey, Andy, how do I look?
His last movie was called The Horn Blows at Midnight.
After all, they don't let every Tom, Dick, and Harry through those pearly gates, you know.
The British actor Ronald Colman, who played Jack Benny's neighbor on the radio show, was better known for his on-screen work, like in the movie Random Harvest.
I don't believe it. Let me look.
It's a small check, but it's a check.
Oh, aren't you terribly happy?
Yes, I am. Means an awful lot.
Smithy, I'm proud of you.
You didn't know you had an author on your hands, did you?
Oh, yes, I did. I knew you were good. I'm really not a bit surprised.
And remember, this is before the days of streaming movies, DVDs, or even VHS home videotapes. If you wanted to watch a movie, you pretty much had to go to the theater. Although there were some hobbyists who had projectors and screens at home, the number of prints you could find was limited. There were also no podcasts, so if you wanted to listen to the radio, you actually had to listen to the radio. So if you enjoy This Day in Jack Benny, where you can hear these great old radio shows, take a moment to give this podcast a 5-star rating and review. And enjoy the show.
The Jack Benny Program, presented by Lucky Strike.
Quality of product is essential to continuing success.
Exhibit A, Lucky Strike.
In a cigarette, it's the tobacco that counts. And today, tomorrow, always, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco.
American.
Lucky Strike presents The Man Who Knows. Mr. S.M. Cutts, independent tobacco auctioneer of Oxford, North Carolina, has sold over 300 million pounds of tobacco at auction. Recently, he said,
Year after year, I've seen the makers of Lucky Strike buy fine tobacco. Ripe, prime leaf. Take it from me, that tobacco's really fine tobacco. I've smoked Lucky's myself for 17 years.
At auction after auction, independent tobacco experts like Mr. Cutts can see the makers of Lucky Strike consistently select and buy that fine, that light, that naturally mild tobacco. Remember,
LSMFT, LSMFT.
Lucky Strike means fine tobacco, and fine tobacco means real, deep-down smoking enjoyment for you. So smoke that smoke of fine tobacco, Lucky Strike.
Yes, next time you buy cigarettes, ask for Lucky Strike. So round, so firm, so fully packed, so free and easy on the draw. The Lucky Strike program starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston, Phil Harris, Rochester, Dennis Day, and yours truly, Don Wilson.
Passengers, please step to the rear. Step to the back of the bus, please.
Oh, isn't this awful, Catherine? You'd think some gentleman would get up and give one of us a seat.
I beg your pardon, ladies, but would any of you care to sit down?
Oh, you're very kind, isn't he, Catherine?
He certainly is. He got up and gave the three of us a seat.
Yes. He has a very big heart. Say, aren't you Don Wilson, Jack Benny's announcer?
Well, yes, I am.
Oh, I just love that program. It has so many interesting characters. They act so crazy.
Oh, Jeanette, they only do that to make people laugh on the radio. Those things never happen in real life.
Oh, they don't, huh? Well, now let me tell you something that really happened yesterday.
What was it?
Well, Jack Benny, Phil Harris, and Dennis Day dropped into the corner drugstore to get a bite to eat.
What are you going to have, Phil?
I don't know, Jackson. What are you going to have?
I don't know. How about you, Dennis?
I don't know.
Gee, it's so hard to decide what to... Just look at that. Waiter!
Yes, sir.
Look, there's lipstick on my glass.
Well, there's water in it, too. Wash it off.
Their bread should be that fresh. Well, Phil, have you decided yet?
Yeah, I think I know what I want, Jackson.
What'll it be, sir?
A roast beef sandwich and a fifth of milk.
Phil, milk doesn't come in fifths.
Well, how do I know? It's the first time I ever ordered this stuff.
Dennis, have you made up your mind yet?
Yeah. Waiter, bring me a dish of ice cream with a strip of bacon on it.
Dennis, ice cream with bacon? That's ridiculous. Why don't you have it with chocolate syrup?
Okay. Waiter, bring me some bacon with chocolate syrup on it.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Hey, what are you going to have, Jackson?
Gee, I don't know. Hey, waiter, what would you suggest?
How about lamb stew?
No.
Some veal cutlets?
No, I'm going home soon. I just want something to hold me together.
How about some Scotch tape?
Look, just get their orders, and I'll think of what I want. Let's see.
Hey, Dennis, how's your Colgate show doing?
Oh, it's fine. I like the idea of having two shows.
Gee, I don't know what to order. Yeah.
How's your Fitch Bandwagon doing, Phil?
Great, kid, great. Alice just picked up my option for another 13 weeks.
Maybe I ought to
Holy smoke, Jackson. Haven't you made up your mind yet what you want to eat?
Well, how can I think with you fellas always talking? I got two shows. That's all you hear.
2 shows. You ought to be ashamed of yourself putting other people out of work with 2 shows.
I haven't got 2 shows. They've got 2 shows.
Well, bully for them.
What?
Here are your orders, gentlemen. Now, what'll you have?
Well, I think I'll have a hamburger. And let's see, do you have any hot chocolate?
No, but here's a Hershey bar and a match.
Oh, nuts.
They're in it, too.
Never mind. Just give me that piece of chocolate cake right there.
That's vanilla.
It is not vanilla. It's chocolate.
I'll dust it off and show you.
Well, don't bother. Just give me a piece of that huckleberry pie.
You want to make a bet?
Well, give it to me, whatever it is. A man could starve to death in here guessing. Now, give me that pie.
Hey, Jackson.
Huh?
Hey, look at that beautiful blonde coming toward the counter.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Phil, she's heading this way. I'll move over one, then she'll have to sit between us. Forgot I was sitting on the end stool. Help me up off the floor, Phil.
Well, there's a switch, me picking you up.
Well, look, fellas, I gotta go home now. Look, I'll see you later.
Hey, Jackson, wait a minute, Jackson. What about the check? Jackson, what about the... After 11 years, you'd think I'd know better. How tight can the guy... Hey, Dennis, what are you looking at?
That magazine over there, Ronald Coleman's picture's on the cover.
Oh, yeah, Ronald. Gee, look at him. With those broad shoulders, intelligent eyes, pearly teeth, dimple in the chin. If he was 1 inch taller, he'd look just like me. Oh, yeah, Ronnie. Man, he sure is handsome.
Thank you, old fellow. It was awfully nice of you to say that.
Hey, Dennis, you know something? You sounded just like him.
Yeah, I like to do imitations.
Yeah, you're doing pretty good, too, kid. You know, I can hardly wait. Hey, wait a minute.
Huh?
Hey, look, I got a great idea. Hey, you want to have some fun, kid?
Yeah, how?
Well, now, look, let's give Jackson time to get home, then we'll call him on the phone. You disguise your voice like Ronald Coleman's and invite him over to his house for a party.
Oh, boy, come on, let's go in that phone booth.
Well, take it easy now. We got to give him plenty of time to get home. He's walking and he ain't really 38, you know.
All right, while we're waiting, let's play the jukebox. One of my records is in it.
Oh, your record's okay. Here you are. I'll drop a nickel in there, huh?
On the Rue de la Paix, there was once a cabaret, and Mimi, as the night went along, there was suddenly a song, and Mimi, all the world seemed to say that they loved the cabaret and Mimi. But I knew that when she'd see me, Mimi sang for me alone. Came in a with a passion for dancing with the one that I adore. Taught her to dance in his fashion, and for me she's singing no more. On the Rue de la Paix, there was once a cabaret, and Mimi. Now I'm sitting sad and dreamy, just for Mimi and her song.
Well, here's my house. Wasn't such a long walk out to Beverly Hills after all. I might as well plant grass out on my front yard. They won't let me park cars here anymore. Let me see. Now, where's my key to the front door? Here's the key to my car. Here's the key to the back door. Here's the key to my hope chest. Key to my trunk. Key to the garage. Here's the key to that can of salmon I had last night. Why do I save those things? Oh, here it is.
Is that you, boss?
Rochester, what are you doing at home? You're supposed to be out at Hillcrest Golf Course looking for my golf ball.
It's no use, boss. I've been looking for that ball for 3 weeks now, and I just can't find it.
Well, did you look behind all the rocks? Did you look in all the bushes? Did you look down the gopher holes?
I even took the gophers to a doctor's office and had them x-rayed.
You had the gophers x-rayed?
We found 6 acorns, a bunch of roots, a Canadian penny, but no golf ball.
What?
One of them had gallstones, and he fooled us for a while.
Well, that's the silliest thing I ever heard. Taking gophers to a doctor's office. I wish you would... Wait a minute, Rochester. What's that wiggling around your pocket?
A gopher? I thought you'd like him for a pet.
Oh.
Look, boss, he's peeking out at you.
Oh, isn't he cute? Look at that sweet little face. He's got blue eyes, just like mine. I wonder if I could get his teeth straightened. Imagine the patter of little gopher feet around the house. Say, Rochester, how'd you happen to pick this one to bring home?
He's the one with the Canadian penny.
Oh.
When do we operate, boss?
Stop joking. Now, Rochester, you better go back out of the golf course and keep looking for the ball. It must be... Hey, I just thought of something. Maybe we looked in the wrong place. Now, we took it for granted that I hit that ball in the rough. Maybe I hit such a good shot it landed right on the green.
Oh, boss, come now.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, we'll look for the ball tomorrow. By the way, Rochester, what are we going to have for dinner?
6 acorns, a bunch of roots, and southern fried gopher.
I don't want that. Just open a can of sardines.
Okay, give me your keychain.
Here you are. And hurry. I haven't had anything but a dusty piece of pie all day. I'll be in the... There's the phone. I'll get it. Hello?
Hello, old boy. This is Ronald Colman.
Ronald Colman? Well, Ronnie, how are you?
Splendid, thank you.
Good, good. How's Benita?
Who?
Benita, your wife.
Oh, I thought you said Santanita. Benita's fine.
Good, good.
Oh, by the way, Jack, what are you doing tonight?
Nothing. Why?
Well, Benita and I are having a little party at the house, and we'd love to have you come over.
Tonight? Gee, that'll be swell, Ronnie. What time should I be there?
Just a minute. I'll ask Santanita.
Who?
Benita, my wife.
Oh.
Hey, Phil, what time shall I tell him to be there?
9 o'clock, and tell him to bring his girl with him.
Hello, Jack. Benita says 9 would be fine and to bring your lady friend with you.
You mean my girl, Gladys Zabisco?
Yes, we've both been anxious to meet her.
Hey, kid, tell him it's a costume party.
Oh, by the way, Jack, when you come over tonight, we wish you'd wear something.
What?
A costume party, you know.
Oh, a costume party. Gee, that'll be fun. We'll be there at 9 o'clock sharp. Goodbye, Ronnie.
Goodbye, Jack.
Hey, Rochester. Rochester, I've been invited over to Mr. and Mrs. Coleman's for a party tonight.
You want me to get your tuxedo?
No, this is a costume party. Gee, I don't know how to dress.
Well, why don't you wear your toupee upside down and go as a bird's nest?
Say, maybe I... No, it would tickle me. Hey, wait a minute. I know where I can get a cowboy costume. That's it. I'll go as a cowboy.
Are you going to take Miss Livingston?
No, she's out of town this week. I'm going to take my old girlfriend, Gladys Zabisco. She'll love it. Gee, Gladys, it's nice out tonight, isn't it?
It sure is, Speedy.
I'm glad you were able to make it. I thought that since it's so close to Thanksgiving, you might be busy.
Oh, I got Hilda to fill in for me.
But can Hilda do your work?
Oh, sure. She can pluck turkeys faster than anybody.
Well, that's a feather in her cap.
Oh, gee, you're so witty, Speedy. What people see in Georgie Jessel, I'll never know.
Gee, Gladys, you'll like the Colemans. Ronnie and Benita are regular guys, even though they're high class and interested in things like opera and art.
Art? Oh, then maybe
No, Gladys, no. Don't show them your tattoos. Keep your sleeves down, you know. Say, Gladys, would you like a cigarette?
Sure.
Here you are. A Lucky Strike. No, they're made from that fine, that light, that naturally mild tobacco.
Listen to the man who knows, I always say.
And you know, Gladys, quality of product is essential to continuing success.
You're telling me.
You know, and another thing, Gladys, Lucky Strikes are so round, so firm, so fully packed, so free and easy on the draw.
Ain't it the truth?
Gosh, Gladys, you look so cute in your costume, so Western.
So do you, Speedy. We were both lucky to find that costume shop open so late.
Yeah, they certainly fixed me up with a complete cowboy outfit. Lasso, 10-gallon hat, and a gun. I can't wait till we get to the Ronald Colman.
Oh, Ronnie.
What is it, Benita?
Did you close the living room windows before you got into bed?
I did, darling.
Well, if you're ready to go to sleep, I'll turn out the light.
No, just a minute. I'm not quite through reading. You know, Benita, this is really exciting. You must read it when I'm through with it.
Oh, I've already read it. You know, there's one part there where...
No, don't tell me. I want to find out myself what Mumbles is going to do. He's an interesting fellow.
Well, you can find out tomorrow. I'm going to turn out the light.
All right, just a moment. There. All right, you can turn it out now. You know, Benita, I know you won't think I'm conceited, but Random Harvest is one of the best pictures ever made.
I agree with you, darling. Now, shut off the projector and let's go to sleep.
All right. Oh, I'm glad we turned in early tonight. Got a lot of retakes to studio tomorrow morning.
Yes, I know. Well, good night, Ronnie.
Good night, darling. Benita, you're snoring.
I thought that was you. Oh, goodness. It's the front door.
I wonder who in the world could... Well, it's the butler's night off, and there's only one way to find out. Go down and see who it is down there.
Me? I suppose it's a burglar. What would I do?
I don't know. I've never been in a picture with that particular situation.
It's probably a telegram. Now put on your robe and go to the door.
Oh, all right. All right. I'm coming. Imagine getting a man out of a nice, warm bed. Yes?
Here we are, partner. Me and the little woman came over the drive. Get along, little dog. Get along, little dog.
Just a minute. There must
Step
be
aside, you bomber. Buck Benny rides again. Come on, Gail. Let's go inside and join the fun.
I'm right behind you, Buck.
But Jack, there must be
Tell me,
some...
partner, where's Benita?
Well, she's upstairs.
We'll go get the little woman down here.
Now, look,
Oh, I tell her, you bombing.
All right. Benita, it's Jack Benny.
Jack Benny?
Yes, and he has a gun.
Lend him what he wants and send him home.
He doesn't want to borrow anything this time. He thinks we're having a party.
Party?
Not funny, my dear. You should have seen Benny and that girl bursting in here with those silly costumes.
Costumes?
Yes, Benny's dressed up like Roy Rogers.
Oh, and what does the girl look like?
Trigger.
Just because you're angry at Jack, I mean, that's no reason to insult the girl. She's probably a pretty little thing. But how old is she?
Oh, I don't know, somewhere between 35 and 40.
Oh, she's no chicken.
Not with those turkey feathers all over her. Imagine Benny doing a thing like this. I've a good notion to... Yes, that's what I'll do.
Oh, darling, no. We can't stop sending our laundry to him.
I suppose not. He is a master with the starch. Anyway, I think it's absolutely disgraceful
Well,
for
get
him
back
to...
into bed. I'll go downstairs and tell him to leave.
No use, darling. He won't even listen to you. Say, I've a better idea. Get dressed.
What?
I know what I'm doing, Benita. Get dressed.
Gee, I wish they'd hurry down. They've been upstairs a long time.
They sure have, Speedy. While we're waiting, let's turn on the radio.
Okay. Gee, that's our song they're playing. Let's dance, Snooksy.
It would be an extreme pleasure.
See what memories this brings back. Our first meeting, we were dancing like this, remember? And as we danced, you sang the words into my ear. Sing them again. Go ahead, Gladys, will you?
Okay.
Huh? I love to hear you sing.
Okay. Peg of my heart, I love you. We'll never part. I always knew it would be you. Oh, come on, dance a little closer, Speedy.
Okay.
Well, what's the matter?
Those feathers are tickling me.
I'm sorry, but I had to get into my costume at the place where I work.
Well, don't worry. Gee, I wonder why the Colemans aren't down yet.
Ronnie, you think it was right of us to sneak out the back way and go to a movie?
Yes. And it'll teach Benny a lesson.
Well, what movie are we going to see?
I don't know, and I don't care. Anything to get away from that man.
Well, they're still in our house. How long do you think they'll stay?
I've no idea. But tomorrow, open another air wick.
I don't blame you for being upset. It's amazing the way Jack Benny brings out the worst in people.
How do you mean?
Well, for instance, take that playwright fella, Norman Krasna.
Well, what about Mr. Krasna?
Well, usually he's a very brilliant conversationalist. But as soon as he gets around Benny, all he can say is...
Lisa, please, please. People are staring.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here's the theater, Ronnie.
Oh, yes. Yes. 2 loge seats, please.
Here you are, sir. By the way, miss, we didn't notice. What picture are you showing? The Horn Blows at Midnight.
What?
Ronnie! Ronnie! Let go of the girl. It's not her fault. Ronnie!
Gee, Speedy, do you think the Colmans will mind us going into their kitchen and getting something to eat?
No, it's 12:30 and we're hungry.
Gee, they sure have a big refrigerator.
Yeah. I wonder what program they want it on. Now, let's see what's inside. There's some ham and half a roast beef. And, well, how do you like that? Only this morning I sent Rochester over and they told him they were out of eggs. And look, they're lousy with butter, too. Well, say, Gladys, look. Look, there's a turkey.
Please, not on my day off.
Oh, yes, I forgot. Well, let's eat something.
Look, Ronnie, you can see them through our window. They're still in the house.
Yes. And I've got to get some sleep. Well, there's only one thing to do, and I'm going to do it. Come on, Benita.
Why, Mr. and Mrs. Coleman, you've got the wrong house. You live next door.
We know where we live. Just show us Mr. Benny's bedroom. We've got to get some sleep.
But, Mr. Coleman...
Good night, Manchester.
Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the rarest privileges anyone can have is to be able to say, I saved a life. By now, we all know what is meant by the word care. C-A-R-E. This nation's help in alleviating the food shortage in Europe has saved thousands of lives. So let's keep on sending our contributions to C-A-R-E. C-A-R-E, CARE, New York. Let's give again and save another life. CARE, C-A-R-E, CARE, New York. Thank you. Now, Jack will be back in just a moment, but first...
Quality of product is essential to continuing success.
And Lucky Strike means fine tobacco.
LSMFT.
Yes, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. And fine tobacco is what counts in a cigarette. Remember what happens at the tobacco auctions?
58, American.
Year in, year out, at market after market, independent tobacco experts can see the makers of Lucky Strike consistently select and buy that fine, that light, that naturally mild tobacco.
American.
Lucky Strike presents The Man Who Knows. Mr. George Webster, tobacco warehouseman of Durham, North Carolina, has spent almost half a century working at tobacco markets in the South. Not long ago, he said,
at auction after auction, I've seen the makers of Lucky Strike buy fine tobacco that makes 1 gram smoke. I've smoked Lucky's myself for 29 years.
So for your own real, deep-down smoking enjoyment, remember...
LSMFT.
Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. So smoke that smoke of fine tobacco, Lucky Strike.
Yes, next time you buy cigarettes, ask for Lucky Strike. So round, so firm, so fully packed, so free and easy on the draw.
Sunset Boulevard, next stop. Please leave the bus by the rear exit.
Well, this is where I get off, girls.
Mr. Wilson, that was a very funny story you told us about Jack Benny, but a thing like that couldn't really happen.
Oh, yes, it could. That's why I'm taking the bus to work.
Why, Mr. Coleman?
Benny's car broke down, and he's using mine.
This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.
The F.W. Fitch Company, makers of Fitch Shampoo, presents The Fitch Bandwagon, written by Ray Singer and Dick Chevrolet, starring Alice Faye and Phil Harris. Last Friday was a big day in the Harris household. It was the 7th wedding anniversary of Phil and Alice. So let's go back to Friday morning.
Children, did you wake Daddy up as I asked you to?
We tried to, Mommy, but you know how hard it is to wake him up. We rolled him out of bed, pushed him into the shower, and turned the water on like you told us to.
Well, didn't that cold water wake him up?
I don't think so. He came out of the shower, got his rubbers and umbrella, kissed us goodbye, and said, "Don't go out today, kids, it's raining," and went back in the shower.
Wait a minute. I hear Phil coming down now. It's November 7th. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
November 7th? Oh, of course. Merry Christmas, everybody!
Oh, Phil, it's our anniversary and you forgot.
Anniversary? Oh, no, I didn't forget. How could I ever forget, honey? Gee whiz, forget. Are you kidding? Why, you became my beautiful little bride just 10 years ago today.
It was 7 years ago.
Oh, yeah, and we were married in that little church in New York.
It was Galveston.
Oh, yeah, I'll never forget what that Justice of Peace said.
It was a minister.
I could still see you standing there in that beautiful dress. You wore a dress, didn't you?
Of course.
And you say I don't remember.
Well, you didn't honestly remember. And you haven't even got a present for
But
me.
I have. I did get you a present, and I was just going downtown and pick it up.
Oh, that's sweet of you, Phil, but you don't really have to get me anything.
I don't have to, she says, as she hands me my hat and coat and points me in the direction of Saks Fifth Avenue. Stop pushing. Made one little mistake, but I'm going out right now and buy her a nice present. That's what I'll do. I'll go downtown and buy her a beautiful painting. Now, if I was a good painting, where would I hang out? It's Alice's anniversary, and I want to get her really something nice.
Hiya, Curly.
Oh, hiya, Frank. Oh, am I glad to see you, Lou. Look, I'm just leaving. I'm going downtown to get Alice a present. I want to get her a beautiful painting. Do you know anything about it? Maybe you could help me out, Lou.
Oh, you come to the right guy, Curly. If there's one thing I have an appreciation of, it's good art. And I know just the painting for you. It's a thing of beauty.
Where is this painting?
It's over the bar at Clancy's Cocktail Lounge. It's a picture of a dame, and she's...
Hold it! That's not the kind of picture I want at all. This is our anniversary. It's Alice's anniversary. I got to get something high class.
High class? Hey, I know just the place where you can get it. Come on, I'll take you there.
Okay.
This high-class shop I was telling you about's right along here someplace. Oh, here it is.
This is a pawn shop.
This is a pawn shop? Goodness gracious. This comes as a distinct shock to one who's led a sheltered life such as I.
Look, Frankie, you know very well that I can't be seen going in a place like this. Remember my position. I'm a big stockholder in the Fitch Company. Beneath this uncouth exterior, there beats the heart of an artist. And I might add that I have more artistic talent in this one little finger than I have in this other little finger. Why, I've never been in a pawn shop in my life.
Well, neither have I, Curly. But I seen some nice paintings in the window, and we can get them at a good price here, I guess. Let's try it anyway.
Oh.
I wonder who one talks to in these places.
You brought me in here. Go ahead. Figure it out for yourself.
I'll ask that gentleman over there. Pardon me, sir. I'm here to...
I know, Frankie. You want to redeem your overcoat again. You're taking it out a little earlier than usual this year.
Sir, this is obviously a case of mistaken identity.
Never been in a pawn shop before, Frankie. The least you can do is be honest about these things.
That's telling him. And now if you'll give me your ticket, Harris, I'll get your watch for you.
So you never been in a pawn shop either, huh, Curly?
Nah. Just happened to come by here one day and go in and try to put my watch in case it might happen. You know, I mean, see what I could get on it. I was curious, that's all.
Yes, he was curious 8 times last month.
Never never mind. Look, I'm here to buy a good painting. Have you got any good paintings?
Have I got good ones? I've got the best. There's one on the wall there, a genuine oil painting. Look at that pastoral scene. And notice that bull in the foreground. Why, he looks almost alive as he stands there in all his stately dignity, defying the world.
It looks good to me, Curly, and I know what. Who painted that masterpiece? Whose name's at the bottom?
Wait a minute, I'll see. Some Indian artist, Smoke Bull Durham.
He's very clever.
No, wait a minute. It's not that at all. Hey, look, this ain't nothing but a poster. Now, look, I'm looking for a good painting. Do you have one or not?
Well, if you want something really good, I've got a masterpiece that was done by Michelangelo in the 15th century and was brought over to this country by Columbus.
That's too old, Colonel.
Yes. It hung in the Library of Congress. From there, it went to the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and this is the first time it's been put up for public sale. It's a priceless art treasure.
Gee, sounds great.
Yeah.
How much you want for it?
Would $8 be asking too much?
Look, will you listen to me? I'm trying to tell you I don't want any cheap paintings and I don't want any phony paintings. This is for my wife and I want something good.
Well, I have a modernistic painting in the back room I can let you have for $500.
Hey, I like that modernistic stuff. Let's look at that one.
No, I don't like it. I don't. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, look. Frankie, that picture on the wall there, that fishing scene.
Yeah?
Hey, that's just what I'm looking for. Hey, how much is that?
$200.
I'll take it. Now, look, here's the money, but I want you to change that frame.
I'll be glad to do that. It'll take about a half hour.
Hey, Curly, I think you're making a mistake. Alice won't like this fishing scene. It's too masculine. A woman likes something with warmth and beauty. Let's look at that modernistic.
No, forget about it. Now, look, Frankie, you wait here for the picture, and I'll go home and get Alice out of the way so we can hang it up and surprise her.
Okay, Curly. I'll see you later.
Hey, Alice, I'm home.
Hello, Bill. Where's my present? What'd you get me? Show it to me. Let me have it. Let me have it.
Alice,
Let me have it.
please stop going through my pockets. Your present will be here soon. Frankie's bringing it over. Frankie, he helped me pick it out.
Frankie helped you. Oh, no. What is it, Phil?
Now, wait a minute. I can't tell you, but I will say that it's something, gee, it's very nice. And I had Frankie help me pick it out because, he's an expert on that sort of thing.
Just what I needed, a mocked racing form.
Now, wait a minute, honey. It's nothing like that. If you must know, it's a beautiful oil painting.
An oil painting? Oh, Phil, that's a wonderful gift.
Yeah. Uh-oh, that must be Frankie now. Now, look, honey, I don't want you to see the present yet, so you go in the den until I call you.
All right, but hurry up, Phil. I'm so anxious to see the picture.
Oh, hello, Frankie. You got the painting, huh?
Yeah.
There. Say, that's not bad. Of course, it ain't good either. Well, what am I going to do? I'll put the sheet over it and hope for the best. Before I call Alice in to unveil it, I better go upstairs and get the smelling salt. She's very sensitive.
Phyllis, Daddy's gone. We can come out from behind the sofa now. Poor Daddy. Everybody's making fun of his painting. Yes, I wish we could do something about it. I got an idea. Alice, you go get your paint set.
My paint set? Phyllis, we can't paint over Daddy's picture. We might ruin it.
Are you kidding?
I just can't wait any longer for Phil to call me. I'll just have to go in and take a peek at my present. I'll sneak in and... Children, what are you doing in here? What are you up to? Girls?
We're fixing it with our paint set.
Oh, children, you shouldn't have done that. You've made an awful mess of it.
We haven't touched it yet.
All we did is paint this little line on the bottom.
Well, you shouldn't have touched it at all. Give me that wet rag and I'll see if I can rub that line off. We don't want to hurt Daddy's feelings by making him think I didn't like it the way it is.
You're rubbing too hard. All the paint's coming off.
Oh, dear. I'm ruining it and I... Oh, well, wait a minute. There's another painting under this one.
Keep rubbing. The one underneath looks pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, it is pretty. Why, look. It's a lovely landscape. I don't understand this, but
Mommy, I hear Daddy coming.
Quick, children. I'll put the sheet back over it, and you hide your paints. Now, let's sit down over there, and when Daddy comes in and unveils it, we'll all be surprised. Huh?
Especially Daddy.
Oh, there you are, honey.
Phil, hurry up. I'm dying to see it.
All right. Well, now, look. I'll count 3 and then take the sheet off. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, Phil, it's beautiful.
Is a landscape. Oh, yeah. Could I have been holding this thing upside down all the time?
Oh, this is a lovely picture you picked out. You really know something about art, don't you?
I do. I do, yeah. Oh, of course I do, honey. It took a lot of time to find this one.
You know, darling, a man with your great talent for picking paintings should do something about it.
That's right, and you're absolutely right, and I'm going to do something about it. You know, I'm going to take up art collecting as a hobby.
Oh, that's a wonderful idea. And, Phil, if you want to discover some more great paintings, I'm going to give you something that will help you.
What is it, honey? An art catalog?
No, a wet rag.